Hello everyone, welcome back to Codechef. In today's video, we'll be discussing one of the most important pillars of object-oriented programming, abstraction in Java. We'll understand what abstraction means, why it is useful, and how it works using a practical example. Make sure you practice alongside this video by running the code yourself on the Codechef online compiler. You'll find the link in the description below. Let's get started. Introduction to abstraction in Java. So in object-oriented programming, there are four main pillars: encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction. Today we are going to focus on abstraction. What is abstraction? In Java, abstraction means hiding complex implementation details and showing only the essential features to the user. In simple words, the user knows what the object does but does not need to know how it does it. This makes programs easier to use, easier to understand, easier to maintain. Abstraction helps us reduce complexity by creating a simple and clear interface. Now let's look at a real-life example of abstraction. For example, when you drive a car, you use the steering wheel. You press the accelerator, you use the brakes. But you don't need to know how the engine works, how fuel combustion happens, how the transmission shifts gear. The car hides all those complex details and gives you a simple interface to drive. That is abstraction. Now let's look at another example. ATM machine. So when you use an ATM, you insert your card, enter your PIN, select withdraw or deposit. You don't know how the ATM connects to the bank server, or how the transactions are verified, or how the cash dispensing system works. The ATM hides all this complexity and gives you a simple interface. This is also abstraction. Now let's look at a simple example. Here we'll understand abstraction using a shape example. Here we'll create a general class called shape, and then it will contain common properties and methods. We'll create specific shapes like circle and square. Each shape will calculate its area differently, but the user will only interact with getArea. The internal calculation will remain hidden. So now let's look at the code. Here we have class shape. This is the base class for all shapes. Now we have private string name. This stores the name of the shape and it's marked private for encapsulation. Now public shape string name. This dot name is equal to name. So this is the constructor that sets the shape name. Now we have public string get name, then return name. So this returns the shape name. Now we have public double get area, return 0.0. So this is the default area method. It returns 0, meant to be overridden by subclass. This is the part of the abstraction. So the base class defines the method and the subclass defines the actual logic. Now let's come to class circle. This class inherits from shape. So here you can see it extends from shape. Now we have private double radius. This stores the radius of the circle. Now public circle double radius super circle, this dot radius is equal to radius. This calls the parent constructor using super. So here we have circle. This sets the name as circle and it stores the radius. Now we have our override, return mat.py into radius into radius. So this overrides the base method and it uses the circle area formula. This is r square, which is a circle area formula. We have pi into r square over here. Now we have class square. So this square inherits from shape again. We have private double side which stores the side line. Now we have our public squared double side, and here again similarly we are calling the constructor which calls square. We have override which overrides the area method and it will use the formula of side into side. Now we have our main class. So here we have circle is equal to new circle 5 and square is equal to new square 4. This creates a circle with the radius of 5 and creates a square with the side of 4. Now we have these two print lines which will call get name from base class and calls overridden get area from circle, and we will print the areas of both the shapes that we have asked for. Now we'll run this program and we can see now since we had the radius of 5, we have calculated the area to 78.53 and side of the square was 4. Our square area is 16. Now let's summarize what we've learned. In this video, we learned about abstraction in Java. Our key points is abstraction means hiding complex details, only essential features are shown to the user. It helps reduce complexity. We saw a real life example of car and ATM, a shape example using base class of shape, subclasses of circle and square. Each shape calculated its area differently, but the user used the same method of get area. So that's it for this video. Practice what you've learned today on the Codechef online compiler. Try doing various variations of what you have learned today. Hands-on practice is the best way to learn. Keep practicing, keep coding, and I'll see you in the next video.